Here we are. Okay. Okay, things look good. Hello once again, everybody. I am Rick, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. I had planned to do this yesterday, but then maintenance happened. But here we are. So, let's get into the set. As we left off, we just took down Nidhogg and had a couple chats with Heivensward. So here we go. Though he lifted not a single claw, it would seem that Heivensward wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us. So it would seem.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other?
Good question.
Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Heivensward was right about us. Let us away, warrior of light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Right then.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Alright. Come along.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault, and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Someone's holding a grudge. Or Siobhan.
Comrades, sheathe your swords! There is no need for further bloodshed!
My lady!
She is come! Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more! Aye, it is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low! The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends! He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it. Peace?
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Goodness, my friends are reasonable. Let us see how long this peace lasts. Was rather too close for comfort. But 'twould seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. I confess, I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of the Lady Iceheart. What's going on, Bowsen? There's a lot to explain. With your pun, you traveled to the churning mists together, along with the Stinian? Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Emmerich must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emmerich to Fortalk Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well, Bowsen and I shall await you there. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, by the way, before I do forget, and this is something I neglected to do on Blue Sky, but happy Pride Month, everybody. Well, I don't think I identify as anyone a part of the LGBTQ plus community. I do consider myself an ally of them at the very least.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father. For I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
What do we do now?
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emeric prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emeric is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Foreshadowing is a literary device.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
Yeah, we've kind of gotten used to that sort of
I
thing.
thank you all for your support.
Though your absence is most welcome. Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. And what would you suggest? But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphino. Not even the assembled might of House Fortaunt and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. The support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses? Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the Broom. It was these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. Of course! If their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might well be persuaded to assist in Sir Emmerich's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphino. And I would have you and Balzan reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. As outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Sidian, will you or brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? The dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the highborn fight amongst themselves. How very wise. Balzan, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Tataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. Hello. It would seem the Forgotten Knight was spared the worst of the earlier chaos. Balzan, Alphino. God, I've been worried sick. It's so good to see you. And you, Tataru. How did you manage to escape the chaos of the streets? Gibrilont and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. What about you two? What came of your journey? Oh, the adventure we had. You're not serious. What was Sir Emmerich thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people you were looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The one thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongol. A queer moniker if I ever heard one. But mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us all make inquiries below. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've seen who we've been hanging out with. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. Be careful these two. At first, the people were a bit standoffish, but with a little effort and a lot of parley, I managed to make plenty of friends. If truth be told, I doubt anyone will be willing to speak of this mongrel, but we may still be able to confirm that Tataru's information is correct. Eh, what's that? Speak up! I can't hear you here as well as I used to. I don't know. I thought something about the mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. Not a single shred of information, just as I expected. These revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tataru's ears are as sharp as ever. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not go and see if Gibriliant knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the Mongol before. We only hope that he'll be more forthcoming than the others. People long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, though. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction. To do that, I'll need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter up in the Crozier who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go get them for me. Agreed? Herbs. Oh yeah, that's the spice of life right there. Damn it. Gonna be in for quite a walk. Crumble. An Aniline? An Honoroy? Not my business. So you're Gabriel Sharon Boy? Good. How's you doing? Same as always? Right. Hey, Road, I hope you appreciate how much trouble I had to go through. On account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy what I lost, cause I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. Well, gonna hand them over or not? This ought to do with it. A few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. A few things which stir the hearts of men like a sip of mulled wine. Third glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Now that I think on it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this plant. Pyretha is her name. She resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another, I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? Yes, I am Heinritha. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, sir? I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Her special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. It's a shame that she was taken in by that baron. He got a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. Ah. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. 'Twas not more than infatuation. What she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, God's the scandal! I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but it was with a cure. Made it so much, well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets like so much refuse. After she returned to the Brum, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. Oop, wait. Oh well, I can make this work. So, the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant and casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Told comfort for the women and children who live it, though. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Geraldo, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the Broom. A man of many vows, but none which prohibit spirituous beverages. Aye, if ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it be him. Allone's blessings upon you, sir. A gift for me? The scent. How reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend, may her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet somehow she found time to help me tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart. She couldn't help what she was. Eventually she won them over, but those first few years were trying, even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. Getting a lot of build up for a character who's not going to get much screen time. Which is admittedly a bit of a shame. She was a remarkable woman, Malzen. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future. Her daughter's future. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us, and divides us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Malzen, and we can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups choose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. Not incorrect there, mate. Not in my case, anyway. Second character. Still looking for your mongrel? Like I said, take your pick. Plenty around. If you know where to look, or did you fancy someone specific? Looking for a mongrel with ruby red eyes and raven black hair. Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. But I can't help you though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? You made any progress, Falcon? Well, I know who we're looking for. Well, at least what they look like. So our mongrel was born of an Elizan nobleman and a Huron maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we need only remain vigilant. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? She... Confound it, she went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Larsen. I have a premonition this is not going to end well. Alright. Streets, but we see no sign of Tataru. Nope, come on. Come on. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you had no luck either. Not so far. Ah, I'm sorry! Forget I said anything! Wait, down there! Isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her. Quickly, Vazen, after them!
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off. Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House Four Tom's Manor all the time. Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
And
Lay a
finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand.
Ma'am?
Often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
There's quite a bit to talk. They didn't care much for my story about the withered cane. For once, it would seem the fates are smiling upon us. Had those ruffians forced our hands, I do not think what would have ensued. Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knights, say. Oh boy, here we go. I think it's best you take the lead this time, Bowsen. I feel nervous. I could try parlaying with them on our behalf to be interested in techniques for working low-end logs, or maybe the tale of the cursed gladius. Oh, I know, the legendary skillet. Everyone loves that one. Alright. As much for the seat as we can get, Hilda. Strap in. The privacy special. All right.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Wow! Seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
What in the hell's?
Damn it, I'm eating cookies.
Ah, the
unmistakable scent of heresy.
And the unmistakable air of hypocrisy.
And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
Such simple creatures, rats, certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here your toys could hurt someone.
That's not your friends. Oh, come on.
You disgust me.
As do you. Oh, Horseupon.
Bear witness. Alone, guide my sword.
Nope. No healing for you.
Filthy rats.
There we go.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough!
What kind of movements is that?
Lucky bastard.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavensward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavensward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Then the Heavensward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he? Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Time is of the essence, Falson. We must move quickly before they discern our intent. I never liked him, not since his days as an Inquisitor. Took far too much pleasure in his work. First Sir Grinno, now Sir Polcrane, and now this Cherubert character. I mean, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are all the Knights of the Heavensward this bad? I had not reckoned with the Temple Knights' involvement. Not as enemies, at any rate. Let me guess. You're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? Because it's what I am. And I'm not ashamed of it, not anymore. Besides, even my pureblood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies on high. None of them are well bred. Hell, some of their mothers were cast out after a sport of fun. Same with mine. Sorry old as time, and one we're sick of hearing. Just why we took up arms. Not that we mean to hold all the blue buds to account. Some have done right by us. I'll allow. Some have done Some of them right by us, I'll allow. Like them house Helena, eh? Of course you'd all know about that, wouldn't you? Well, enough talk. Your friend's still rotten in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting. Jailbreak. We've been working in secret to undermine the Holy See and the High Houses. That much I'll acknowledge. But this nonsense about throwing wide the gate for the heretics is just that. Nonsense. If not you, then who? You Temple Knights, of course. Reckon it was your beloved Sir Emmerich's doing at first. But then I heard he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heavensward. That's why they have the perfect excuse to go door to door through the broom. Slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heavensward's scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, and so they have been forced to improvise. A fine bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast. So what's the plan? We must divert the attention of the high houses away from the city. And to do that, we need the cooperation of your allies in their service. And what makes you think I have friends in high places? You'd be fools not to, given your goals. Lowborn knights are ideal recruits. Most swore fealty only out of desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity to shed the yoke and live for themselves, who among them would not at least be tempted to take it? Where is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear? But it need not come to that this day. If they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with a new threat, massing of heretics for example, then they will be unable to join in the defense of the vault. Huh. Spread false reports of an attack to get them out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. The high houses believe another attack is imminent, with no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick him into leaving Ishgard? Aye. Can we keep him out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. It is decided. To the vault! The Archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his liberty. Hearken to me, everyone. We have two objectives. Rescue Sir Emmerich and apprehend the Archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces into two parties. Estinian and I will make ready to breach the underground jail and search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Lord Warrior of Light, together with Lord Horsefront and Master Alvina. If this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way into the highest levels of the vault, even onto the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavensward realize what you intend, then you will fly to their master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the jail. But they will. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you are within, they will signal to us. If all goes to plan, we shall rejoin you with Sir Emmerich and confront the Archbishop together. Is everyone clear as to their duties? Then let us do what needs to be done. I'd be lying if I said the same idea as if I said the idea of drawing my blade in the vault does not give me pause. But a knight lives to serve, and there's no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. And if I must brandish sword and shield in those hallowed halls to do so, then so be it. It would seem we must again come to blows with the Heavensward. We emerged from trial by combat relatively unscathed, but I pray we are a match for the whole of their order. The others are in position, Master Alvin. The others are in position, Master Valson. I will send word once you and your party have entered. I am tripping over my words today. NPC party, here we go. Here we go. This, the vault. We must stop the Archbishop before it's too late. For friends and countrymen.
with you.
Come on, let's keep going. You have to delay us, no doubt. There's no time. We must force our way through them. Come on, stop getting in our way. A Knight of the Heavensward? Sir Adavale Brightblade.
I shall show you something special. Away with you.
What sorcery is this? Do not be disheartened, my friends. We must give it our all. Is that the best you can do? See how you like this? How did you transform into that monstrosity? I fear we have little time to ruminate. Come, my friends. Further and further into this colossal cathedral. You having fun hurling stuff at us?
Away with you!
Come on. Sorry if I'm not really talking as much right now. I just don't really have a lot of commentary for these sorts of things. Especially when I'm a little eepy. The statues! They're alive! Return the vault itself against us? Honestly, a tactic that I'm surprised that the Garleans did not employ before. Just the idea of this guy just disguising their war machina as statues. Then again, subtlety isn't exactly the Garleans' forte. Never took the chance to really notice before, but there's a fairly nice garden outside. At least as much as I'm able to see. Oh no, am I lagging? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh. Sorry about that, I completely forgot about posting the thing on Blue Sky. Give me a moment as I... Just making some... There we go. Okay, now we can keep going. Sir Grenau.
Cut you to pieces!
I should have known you would be here. You bested him once before. Together we shall do so again. This guy. Is he gonna do his weird Magic Knight's transformation shit again? Like the, like the other? Yep, here he comes. You have nothing. start with. Oh boy.
Away with you!
You didn't have shit for now. His title as a Knight of the Heavensward is well earned. You fought well, my friend. Our mission is far from over. Oh boy.
Away with you!
I will not be killed by sentient chess pieces. Well, not really sentient. Animated chess pieces, I guess. Let's keep going. No sign of the Archbishop. He cannot be much further.
Focus. Release! Focus. Release!
Have at thee!
You're the bomb now. Gargoyles? Expect nothing less from the vault's defenses. I'd expect something more. Here we are. So we're doing this again? So Charabert needs to escape by airship.
Filthy rats!
We have to hurry.
Sickness must be purged.
It's certainly more flashy than before.
And now the final curtain.
Focus.
And now your final failure.
I shall show you something special.
This shall be a mercy. You disgust me.
Deal with it.
Sickness must be purged. Be done with you.
Come on, have something more clever to say.
Sickness must be purged.
Can you stop exploding? Vex,
Focus.
line up the shot.
Sickness must be purged.
Out of the way. Stretch a little. Are you alright, my friend? I'm sorry, the Archbishop made good on his escape. Out of my way. Okay.
Our power! How can this be? Fall back!
Get back here! Come on! You guys caught up.
Father, please! For a mercy, we were not too late.
Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
And tear down the very pillars of our society? Our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years? A fool to the last.
Come here, you!
out!
Huh? Oh.
Go. Asisla awaits.
Lord Orchefort!
I am not sure what to do with the feelings I'm feeling right now. Oh no. Fix him.
It's no good. The wound is too deep. It refuses to mend.
What do you mean? Be serious. You can't be serious.
You are unharmed. Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of...
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. You can't go yet.
Do not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero.
Huh? Damn it. Again. Why do I keep losing people? Why do I keep losing people that matter so much to me? I don't know what to say. That is, I got that at Fort Top Manor. The way I see it, I think I just have some new prey to hunt. When I'm through, there will be nothing left of them.
Don't. Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son and for the nation he loved. Go!
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
Or be in vain.
My son.
sorry. I can't. I couldn't stand there in silence, but when all others had forsaken us, Lord Horshavat took us in, our beacon of hope in a world of darkness. He did his utmost to raise our spirits so that we might face our troubles with courage, with conviction, so that we might face them as knights. Come on. The battle's not over yet. The hunt is not done yet. We must press on with our mission. Sataru, pray, return to your duties at the Forgotten Knight. Let us go and speak with Sir Emmerich about him. Worry for his well-being. Let's roll. Tarried long enough. Sir Emmerich. Curse those bloody whore sons and piss on their swivering round table.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal.
Here we go.
The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatosker, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreysvelger did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account?
Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire. If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horshafon was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith. instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
So we're dealing with a collective of primal.
Are the Heavensward truly so reckless?
Unbelievable.
As they fled, my father spoke of Azis La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
Proper destination of our quarry, as its law. Question is, how do we get there? That is the big question. Master Skycloak, Master Alphino, I, Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Our aid is in preventing whatever it is the Archbishop intends. Your aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled for the lies he perpetrated. No more. I shall pursue him to the end of the world if I must. I thank you, Valzin. I have heard many men make such pledges, but you speak in earnest. Much has changed since our order's founding, but our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If the Archbishop and the Heavensward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Valzin and I will stop them. Would that I could join you in the pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos. Ever since the founding of our nation, there's been an archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses. A force for stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origins would have been difficult even with my father's support. Road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without it. Yet walk it we must. For unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Ninhog's death did not mark the cessation of Dravanian hostilities. Far from it. We'll have great need of each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emmerich. To my dying breath, I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. If I may, Lord Commander, I would like to assist the Scions in their search for the Archbishop. Valzin, Master Alphino, pray attend me outside. Very well. With me, Valzin. I believe we have much to discuss. Yep. Where could they be headed? And what does Asasla have to do with it? The Solel was eastward bound, so I sent word to Camp Cloudtop on the off chance the airship passed nearby. Sure enough, Lady Leniite informed me that it had been sighted by her scouts. That the Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds. Or was, not long ago. The airship has not been seen since it disappeared into the northern regions beyond the Blue Window. Near the Blue Window. Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vanu and not easily accessible from Camp Cloudtop, House Halanate has yet to establish a foothold. We will need not only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the Beastmen's wrath. I think we both know the perfect candidate, Valzin. Let's pay a visit to Master Garland at the Sky Seal Manufactory. I see. Then I will take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. Ah, that dastardly duo. What mischief have you two been getting up to lately? You haven't heard, have you? Hardly know where to start. He was a good man. Sid, have you ever heard of Asisla? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. What he told Valzen, the Asians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the ultimate weapon. Even if he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. As if we need another reason to pursue him. Well, I'm convinced. The Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to the airship landing when you're ready to depart. It's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire these last few times, I reckon I was due to deliver you into it. That was a quick quest. Into the fire, is it? In that case, I should inform Tataru of our plans. Pray, go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. I, heard about your man, Horshacle. Sorry for your loss, Valzen. Good to see you again, Valzen. It'll be a pleasure to have you aboard the Enterprise again. The boys have been hard at work preparing for our flight. I'm pleased to say that we are ready to depart. That is, as soon as a certain... Pray forgive me my lateness. Tataru and I had much to discuss. We still have no news of the missing Scions, but she assures me that Oriange and Riol are pursuing promising leads. That's good. Come, we can continue the discussion aboard the Enterprise. The others are waiting for you aboard the Enterprise, Valzen. Shall we get going?
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets. Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
We'll keep the Enterprise here for now, but if you need to head back to Ishgard, you can use that Sarah to signal for an Ironworks airship. Don't worry, we charted a route safe enough for others to fly, unless that Primal shows up. But what are the odds of that, eh? The Enterprise is ready to fly at a moment's notice. Just come running if you run afoul of something you can't handle. We'll stay in touch with you, our Temple Knight friend. Don't worry. From here, Camp Cloudtop looks rather far. Ahem. Be on your guard, Valzen. The Vanu could be anywhere, even watching us as we speak. Assuming the Soleil is here, I doubt she will come to us. We should begin searching the Isles in earnest. Of course, we must remain vigilant for Vanu scouts as well, but rather avoid needless bloodshed. It's windy. Just look at them. So many isles, so many places to hide. No, we must not lose hope. He is out there, Valzen. We will find him. Ollie Oxton, bitch. Soleil? Let's see, nothing resembling the airship. The missing airship. Oop, a combat. Come on. This effort was doomed to failure. Begs beg mercy of Netherlings. Does not fight. Does not wish to die. Is that a Vanu being attacked? But by who? Are those Garleans? Over there! Imperial troops? Ishgardians? Seize them! They'll know where the Archbishop is! The enemy of my enemy. We have no choice. With me, Valzen. Protect the Vanu. No goody. Hey. Remember, Lord Hydrus wants them alive. That's an order. Lord Van Hydrus? Regulia Van Hydrus?
Thaliak, protect me!
There's more of them now. What are you doing? You're a disgrace to the Sixth. Subdue these savages. There's no end to them. Okay, you little bitch. Enough of your gun shit. And enough of you. And so we live to fight another day. Netherlings saved Flonu Vanu from certain death. Showers Netherlings with thanks like summer squall. Lord Vanu knows not what wind bears netherlings to seek cloud sea, but warmly welcomes them, showers gratitude where gratitude is due. Nanu Vanu owes much and more to the Netherlings. As saviors, as heroes, Zundu welcome you. To village we go, to north, come, come! So the Garleans were searching for the Archbishop and believed that the Vanu knew something of his whereabouts. Methods notwithstanding, they may have the right of it. Conclude that we should accept Lanu Vanu's offer of hospitality and visit his village. You know what? You know what? I'll just take this for the road. Yoink. Ooh, achievements. Mark of Cloud and Ice. Hey. I want to believe Lanu Vanu is sincere in his intentions. Nevertheless, keep your eyes open, Bowser. Like breeze guides leaves to rest. Come lay down your burdens, Netherlings. Lanu Vanu throws wide arms in greeting. Behold, Ox Zundu. Far warmer welcome than the one you received from the Vundu, I think. Ah! Vundu bluster and blow hither and yon, sound and fury like aimless gale. Eh? What unseen lightning begets such thunderous report? There! Did you see it? It's that damn flying whale again! The Imperials are after it! Where? The White? He's wounded. By the 12th, that beast just eats that island. Oh, insatiable White, oh, devourer of worlds, why must you torment us? Bah, Lanu Vanu wastes no more words on his unfathomable deeds. Come, Netherlings, come and break words with Chief of Zundu. When you described it as a flying feathered whale, I naturally assumed you had taken some liberties. It'll take a lot more than Imperial cannons to bring that beast down. With wisdom deep as Netherlings and eyes clear as cloudless blue, Sonu Vanu speaks for Zundu. Hearken to his words. Netherlings deliver Lanu Vanu from claws of steel-shod fiends and prove nobility. He knows not to ignore Zephyr winds and brings before you with all haste. Soft rains to soothe the heart and sunshine to warm. Gratitude of Sonu, Chief of Zundu, is boundless. We are honored to meet you, Chief Sonu. I am Alphino Leveilleur, and these are my companions, Valson Skycloak and Sid Garland. We have come in search of an airship, a flying vessel of the Nethers, which we believe is somewhere in the Cloud Sea. Ah, like to Black Seal Short contraption from which you saved Lonu Vanu. Alas, no, that ship belongs to the Garlean Empire, an old enemy of ours, though not the enemy we are looking for at present. The men we seek wear armor of purest white and are led by an older man in white robes. Wait, Lonu Vanu, hear tell of these Netherlings. You do? Are you certain? As sun rises and falls and returns, we are. Zondu scouts can testify to words of Lonu Vanu. Aye, aye! The winds carry purpose of Netherlings to our ears as well. Netherlings seek key to Azizla. Now we're getting somewhere. Tell us, Chief Sonu, what exactly is this Azizla? Beware, Netherlings, for blackest clouds portend greatest danger. Look not into heart of tempest. There lies ancient birthplace of sin, home of forbidden secrets. To speak more is to call the wind. But the white devours isle where key is kept. Deep within bowels of mighty Bismarck it lies, beyond the reach of the foolhardy. And beyond ours. Rejoice not in his gluttony, Lonu Vanu, for stone gives way to water and wind, all yields to the white. This he knows, Chief Sonu. Madness of Vondu bodes ill for all Vondu. So we have to hunt the whale to continue our hunt for the knights. Great. Can we not just leave the key to the Forbidden Land in the island-eating whale's belly? I mean, I could think of worse places to keep it. No, I thought not. So Azizla is home to forbidden secrets accessible only to the bearer of a key which the Archbishop covets. Much as I would like to believe it's safe within the Behelia of Bismarck, the Knights of the Heavensward wield primal powers. If we do not slay the whale and claim the key first, they surely will. Quite how we will go about it... Oh, Sid. Wait, Alphino's saying both. What the hell? Quite how we will go about it is another matter. As was the case in our battle with Leviathan, we are out of our element, and this time, we have far fewer allies to call upon. Be that as it may, our customary approach still holds true. We must begin by learning more about the White. Let us each question the residents of the village, then regroup and share our findings anon. If Netherlings seek knowledge of the White, then speak to Konu Kvali, foremost keeper of tales. But neglect not to present with humility and respect. The sun yields to moon, and moon to sun. Netherlings must greet Kunu Vali with a bow. Zephyr winds at your back, and sunshine to warm your brow, traveler from below. Kunu Vali, keeper of tales, hears your words and she remembers. In times long ago, in lands elsewhere, before even the clouds see, the White is one among many. Newborn, he swims beside his many brothers in seas of endless water. But hated the White is, for his brothers are purest black. So great is their contempt, their loathing, that they turn upon him and rend his flesh asunder. And so he falls, only to rise again. For merciful gods rise him to the heavens, and there he is reborn. The White still longs for the sea to which he cannot return, but in rebirth a splinter of the divine is shared, and so he opens his maw, from whence come the clouds, and a new sea is born, home to him alone. Content, he gazes below and sees the others who are as he, hated and hunted. He weeps, and his benevolence, and in his benevolence he rises up isles of earth and guides these people to the Cloud Sea. Such is the tale of his rebirth, and the salvation of the Vanu. May it never be forgot. But this demon which menaces the Cloud Sea, his rage is that of the Vundu, his hunger that of a wild beast. The isles are his gift to us, yet now he must consume them? Kunu Valley knows no tales like this. Personally, I've seen enough of that flying feathered whale already. So according to the Vanu Vanu, the Sea of Clouds and the Floating Isles were gifts from Bismarck to his people. Gifts which he has taken to eating, yes. Technically within his rights, I suppose, if perhaps a little ungenerous. Gods, eh? But what of you, Alphino? Did you learn a lot of value? Alas, no. Yes, unless you have an interest in the intricacies of Vanu sky fishing. Sky fishing? My god, that's it! Alphino, my boy, I could kiss you! Huh? From what we've observed, Bismarck is a creature of pure instinct, driven primarily by hunger. When wounded by the Imperials, it fled, but not before devouring another island to restore its strength. What I propose is this. We tow a suitably appetizing island through the Sea of Clouds, in essence fishing for our flying whale. Once we draw Bismarck out of hiding, we shall use dragon killers to fire grapnels into the beast's hide, and then reel it in close, enabling our resident Icon Slayer to engage it directly. A bold plan, Master Garland, but an exceedingly dangerous one. Should Valzin fail to dispute the creature, he would almost certainly be eaten, along with the rest of your appetizing island. Well, nothing I haven't done before. Oh, he won't fail. And if anything does go wrong, I'll be at the helm of the Enterprise, ready to tow him out of trouble. I wouldn't trust a task like this to anyone else. Nor I. I trust you have no objections to my joining you as well. Not at all. More the merrier. Right then. It seems the boys and I have a lot of work to do if the Enterprise is to be ready for our fishing trip. Well, you two need to find me some bait. Not just any island, mind. I want a mouthful at most. You know what? I think this is a good place as any to call the stream. Thank you all for tuning in, those who decided to drop on by. I hope to continue this next week, but just in case, if you want any sort of updates on this sort of thing, you can follow me on Blue Sky at rippington.bluesky.social. And yeah, for now and as always, until next time, folks, see you later!